Hi friends, this is Sophie at Stothi's Cuisine. Today is a nice day. Yesterday it was snowing and so you can see the snow at the background and one of our pine trees has fallen. So we need to take it off. We'll be doing it very soon. Hope you all are fine. By God's grace, we are all good here by His grace. Today I'm come with a recipe which is not commonly shown on TV, but I was very interested to know how they do it, and it's nothing but what we find in bubble tea, the bottom pearls that we are all used to having, and I love it. That's nothing but tapioca pearls. So you get to buy it ready-made and you just have to make it according to their specifications. But I was interested in knowing, and I did quite a research to ask my friends and many people around as to how they do it. It's good if you have to do it in small batches. It's quite tedious if you have to do it in big batches. Nothing is impossible. You can do it if you have an interest in doing it. I enjoyed doing it, and it had come out really well. It's usually found in bubble tea, and you even have it for fruit juices. At the bottom they put these tapioca pearls. People also like it and they ask for putting extra tapioca pearls in it. So let's go and see how we do it step by step. It's so interesting. I love doing it. Thank you for all the subscribers who have been subscribing throughout. Thank you, and please continue doing it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, my YouTube channel. Please continue sharing, and your comments are welcomed. I look forward for it. Thank you and have a great day. The ingredients for tapioca pearls for the bubble tea this is how we make it. So tapioca starch 90 grams, brown sugar 45 grams, and water 60 grams. Okay, and I've taken the tapioca starch which I get from the stores. So I'm making two batches, and the second batch just taken 5 grams less of the tapioca starch because I'm putting 5 grams of cocoa powder in it. So 95 grams of tapioca starch and 5 grams of cocoa powder. Brown sugar I've taken around 50 grams, that's again 5 grams more, and water around 60 grams. It's the same amount of water in both. Okay, so let's go to the other side and see how we do it. So I'll explain as we go step by step how we go about doing it. I've kept a pan, switching on the fire. I'm going to put water, brown sugar, dissolve it. So it's completely melted now, the brown sugar. I'll just put it on slow fire now. And I'm going to put a little of this tapioca starch in it. Okay, just a little bit. And I'm going to stir it, mix it, so that it gets all mashed up. Or you can even mix it with little water and then put it in the... Okay, so as long as it has got thick, we can switch off the fire, and we are going to put the remaining inside, and we are just going to mix it in, get it all together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the countertop and make a dough out of it. Okay, so I have just put all of it on the countertop. Okay, and we have to just get it together now. Okay, and just have to keep it closed. Okay, and I'm going to start the other one with the cocoa powder. Okay, I'll go on the other side again. I'm going to switch on the fire, and I'm going to put the water first, and then the brown sugar, and I'm going to melt it. In the meantime, I'm just going to take a little of the tapioca powder, and I'm going to just put a little water in it, and so that it becomes easier to when you put it in the sugar syrup. Sugar is all dissolved. As I showed you, I have just put a teaspoon of the tapioca powder so that it won't get clumpy. And we'll just lower the fire And I'm just going to put this in and continuously stir, okay? And it's going to get thick. In the meantime, I'm going to put this cocoa, 1 teaspoon. I'm going to mix it with this just for another flavor, right? Should have this way so that no clumps falls. I'll put it off. I'm going to put this tapioca and cocoa together now, and we need to mix it together now. Okay, just like the one which we did before. The fire is off now, and we just mix the cocoa and the tapioca powder together along, and we are going to make a dough out of this. Okay, so here is it. I just kept it here. It's on the countertop, and now we need to bring it together, make a dough out of it. Okay, quite warm. So we make the dough and keep it aside and start with the first one we prepared. Now we take the first prepared dough and divide it into various bits. Here you see that each divided bits is again rolled into a longitudinal or elongated strip against between your palms or the countertop, which then is divided into small bits and rolled into small bits of pearls or rounds, which is the initial stage of tapioca pearls. And we take a bit and we just roll it, okay? Okay, or in your hand, you can just take it in your hand and roll it, okay? And just cut it. And you have to just roll it. So we have to continue doing this and putting it inside. Okay, that is how we do it. It's time consuming. This is just one part of it, what we are doing, and now we have to, after we do it, we have to do the second part of it. Just dust it inside the container. Similarly, take another bit and just okay, and we cut it into bits. Okay, and then we do the same thing all over again. Okay, just put it into balls. Okay, and we complete the whole thing, and I'll be back. So here is the pearls that I've made finally, and I'll finish making the other tapioca pearls and get back to you. Okay, now I'm going to switch on the fire, and we're going to put some water in it and let it come to a boil. Close it. Water is boiled. Put it on slow fire when I'm dropping it down. So let's put it in both of it. Okay, put it on high flame, and we're just going to let it start boiling. Okay, so be very careful. We have to just keep mixing it. Just stir it because it can get sticky, and because it's tapioca and it's starchy. So we need to just with the other end of the ladle, you can just stir it. Now you see it is boiling, so we need to cook this because it's raw. For 20 minutes, we put it on medium high. So here you see it's boiling. Just have to keep stirring it, okay? 10 more minutes to go. Okay, it's 20 minutes now, and it's been boiling. Now I'm going to just put off the fire, and I'm going to close it for another 20 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so now we are going to open it. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so we are going to sieve it now. Let's mix it. save it. The rest. Okay, so I'm going to put some cold water in this and I'll just be back. Okay, so I'm going to rinse it in cold water. We'll take out all the starch. I'm going to just throw this water and come back. Now we see that the tapioca pearls have been rinsed in cold water, or it can even be under tap water, rinsed several times, and I've put it in a bowl and added ice cubes to further cool it, and so that all the starch has been removed so that we can use it. This is only the second stage and we have to go further to the third stage. Rinsed in cold water and ice water, ice cubes I rinsed it, and this is it. And now I'm going to put 140 ml of water. Okay, and 70 grams of brown sugar. I'm going to switch on the fire and we are just going to mix it until it becomes thick, and we have nearly come to the final stage. So here you see it is boiled with the sugar and water which I put earlier. Let it boil for another 5 minutes or so. Continuously stir it because we don't want it to get caught down, right? Okay, I'm going to switch off the fire. Keep mixing it down so that it don't get caught at the bottom. And we'll just let it remain for some time and we'll come back. Okay, I'm going to take it off from this stove, so I'll keep it in the other panel, the other stove. You see, this is how it should be, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. You see, it's hot. So I'll just let it remain till it gets cold, and in between I'll just keep stirring it so that it doesn't get caught. Okay, and I'll be back. So here now the tapioca pearls have cooled, you see, right? And now I'm going to bottle it. Still warm, it's not completely cold. So here it is, the tapioca pearl. See? And just going to leave it open for some time, and whenever you want you can just take it and you can use it. Okay, and that's it. I just tasted it, it's so good. Just like the one you buy it, and even better than that.